Oh, hey.
I'm guessing you're a goodie.
Great guess. I'm guessing you're the blacksmith.
Right you are, lad. I'm guessing my raw intensity in Smallville gave it away.
Or the fact that you're crafting a sword?
Oh, you mean this thing? You know, the Emperor did tell me you were coming. Do you really think you can do it, kid?
I have to try. I have no other option.
Nice to hear it, kid. And you do know that the bracket is the last punctuation mark out there. Prove to me that you can do it.
Of course.
Excellent.
Whoa! Grammar goodies. Welcome into General Grammar with me, Mr. Goody Grammar, where I am so excited because today we're going to talk all about clarification. How? Oh yeah, we'll be discussing brackets. What are they and how do we use them? Stick around because first we have to jump into a basket breaker.
Uh-oh.
For this week's basket breaker, the question is, do you have to clarify yourself a lot? Huh? Do you have to clear up what you're saying for other people? Alrighty, what did you put down, grammar goodies? I said all the time. I'm always having to clarify myself. That's why I say things at least 4 times. That's why I say things at least 4 times. That's why I say things at least 4 times. That's why I say things at least 4 times. Anyway, all that demonic grunting has me quite parched. So I think it's time we drink up some radioactive waste. G-g-g.
3, 2, 1.
But before we begin, make sure to hit the subscribe button and download the free guided notes in the description box below. The guided notes and episodes have matching badges to indicate each section, so you can follow along with ease. Also, during each episode, underline any text that appears in red or bold font to identify key words and concepts. It's the shopping list that your mom always forgot to take to the grocery store. Whoa! But what are brackets? First, brackets are punctuation marks, and we use them when altering or inserting words. In fact, we use brackets when adding an explanation into a quote. Additionally, we use brackets when changing a letter case or a verb tense in a quote. So you'll see that brackets have a lot to do with alterations of quotes. First, let's discuss how we use brackets when it comes to adding extra information. Brackets show that new information or specification, usually from the author or the editor, was added to the original quote. Here's an example of an original quote. We have, the period piper expounded that you need to collect all the punctuation marks. Pretty cool, right? However, in the original quote, we have you. Do we know who you is? Who is he talking to? If we have you here, he would be addressing the reader, but that's not correct. So what we have to do is add brackets into this original quote to specify who you is. Therefore, we could have this rewritten sentence. We have, the period piper expounded that you, Mr. Goody Grammar, need to find all the punctuation marks. So we added the brackets and Mr. Goody Grammar, that extra information, in order to give that clear specification of who you is. Example, Dino stated they are always fighting. Do we know who they are? No! So we need to add brackets into this direct quote to specify that. Therefore, we can get this sentence. Dino stated they, Mr. Goody Grammar and Mr. Angry Antonym, are always fighting. The brackets are used to add the extra information of who they are, which are Mr. Goody Grammar and Mr. Angry Antonym. So that's how we use brackets. Next, it's very important to know that you could use brackets in direct quotes to help change verb tense or capitalization that appears in the quote. Sometimes when adding a quote to your text, the cases don't match with the sentence. So you need to alter it to lower cases or a capital letter. Therefore, it's acceptable if you signify it with a bracket to show that you changed the original text or quote. For example, we can have this original quote. He is not on the guest list. Then let's say I wanted to add an introduction to said quote and have it flow. Then I can change it to this. It said that he is not on the guest list. You'll notice in the original quote, it starts with a capital he because that's what started the sentence. In this case, he is not starting the sentence, it's starting the quote. So we need to change it to a lowercase letter. Therefore, I could put brackets around that very letter and change it to lowercase, and it signifies to my reader that I've changed something in the original quote. Whoa! That was a lot of information, grammar goodies. Wouldn't you agree? I absolutely think so. But I think it's time that I put you to the test by doing an aisle check. Pop, pop. We're ready for an aisle check. Whoa! For this week's aisle check, the question is simple. Why does one use brackets? Think back to what you just learned and write it out. Hit it! All right, grammar goodies, what did you get? Here's the answer. Writers use brackets to help alter or clarify content that appears in direct quotes. Additionally, you can use brackets to change the tense or capitalization of a word within a direct quote. Pretty cool, right? It's a huge indicator to the reader that something is changing within what has already stated. Well, without further ado, grammar goodies, I think it's time we start to check out for the evening. Check the time, grammar goodies. I got a dash. I have to go check on some baby birds and see if I could feed them. Anyway, my name is Mr. Goody Grammar. Thank you so much for dropping by General Grammar. And comma in anytime. I'll see ya. Whoa!
Congratulations. You earned yourself the brackets.
So, what do I do with these punctuation marks to destroy both the dragon and the lunatic?
Let me take care of that.
Sounds good. Here you go.
What is the crossword skill? Are you a sword yet?
Can't do it! They can do it! Come on, sir!
I could have been a pirate. I could have just been a pirate. And the Twinkies and the back and forth. Nothing makes sense.
I've done it! I've created it! The syntax sword!
Wow! Thanks! It looks brand new and subtle.
Well, go then, kid. And good luck. And remember, if you run into a milk addict, you go the other way. And you don't look back.
I shall! Time to get my pencil back.